Everyone in the chat, predictions are now open for this best of 5 ZvZ Europe on Europe.
And here we go in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. We have our finished Zerg. It is Mixu.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Tropical Sacrifice, we have his opponent, the red Zerg player representing CSO Esports. It is YoungYakov. Predictions were wrong. Oh no, I'm just double checking. Yeah. Predictions should be correct. You may have seen the payouts for the predictions just a couple of moments ago, but everything should be fine as, oh my god, YoungYakov is opening up with a gas first.
The light build.
It is. It's the Asher build, Poppy. Let's go.
But he went 17-16. I feel lied to.
Yeah. This is a little bit different here. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to be just a little bit more aggressive here. Instead, we'll keep an eye on YoungYakov as he goes for a gas pool opener into his hatch.
This is the all-in version. When I do it, it's a macro build.
See, I didn't even have to say, Poppy. It's a macro build, Poppy. It's macro. Oh my god.
We are just going to be seeing a YoungYakov pulling up this lava, so we'll be looking to start 6 slings right away. Should be looking to start that speed pretty quickly as well, as he does pull off gas here.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this is a very economic variant of it. He pulls out at 100 gas. He is not going to be following this up with banelings.
I don't think he's going to be following it up with drones either, though.
It's true. He can bank up lings back at home. Meanwhile, we do have the first lings moving out across the map. So again, the big advantage of this for those watching is that we are going to have a very fast ling speed timing, and it can be a little bit difficult for Mixu to read and recognize how fast the gases were taken.
Yeah, there you go. Looks like Mixu went for a hatch first here. It's going to be getting a reasonably quick speed as well. He does stay in gas too, so I think he is going to be looking to get a pretty early bay nest, as we do see those first lings are going to be arriving here, and still a little ways off getting that queen.
Oh yeah, the queen is still on the way. Again, YoungYakov, for all Mixu knows, this is a pool first opener. He should be getting into a baleen nest relatively quickly as well, as soon as he has the time to do so, as lings are being banked up back at home. You called it. YoungYakov is going for a massive all-in.
Yeah, there we go. Does have that queen as well for the injects there, but apart from that, looks like he's just gonna be waiting for that speed to kick in and then sending everything across the map. Meanwhile, for Mixu, looks like he doesn't quite have the read on this that he needs. He's actually moving out to take a third.
He has the gas for it. He hasn't thrown out a baleen nest. He is misreading, definitely. We do have the lings flooding across the map. The Overlord was pushed away by this queen as well from YoungYakov, so he did a great job at hiding this. There we go. Finally, Mixu realizes what's going on, but is it too late?
Yeah, instant cancel on the third. Instantly throws down that Bane nest as well. We see this Evo chamber as well, just to create a little bit of SimCity. Very nice work there, denying a lot of surface area on one queen, but the other queen is completely exposed. And
yeah,
the drone's even giving up their post here.
Exactly. This baleen nest is just too little too late from Mixu. He could have thrown it down earlier if he had realized how much danger he was under. And now everything is on fire right now. He is down to a single queen and a handful of lings. The baleen nest is still in the way. It's going to finish up in a couple of seconds, but GG gets called and YoungYakov takes the first game.
GG. Very quick game coming out from YoungYakov, and we'll have to see if it changes the way that Mixu plays the next games.
GG. I wouldn't say a build order win, but again, just Mixu just misreading the situation a little bit. He didn't send any lings across the map to scout. He didn't get an eye on the fast ling speed timing, and yeah, just a rough reaction there from Mixu. My boy.
Yeah, there we go.
But yeah, see, look, Asher, that's the great thing about ZvZ. Even if you're not too fond of it, mate, they're fast games, papi.
Over quickly. You say that, and then we're going to have a bloody 30-minute Lurker, Viper, Swarm Host, Spore Forest.
Lanka versus Lunker?
Infestor,
Let's go.
Ravager, Baneling, Broodlord.
You know
animals.
What you want. You know what you want. Yeah.
Spawning in the top right-hand corner of this map, looking to tie things back up. This is our Finnish Zerg, Mixu.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Waterfall, we have his opponent. Oh, the red Zerg player representing CSO Esports. It is YoungYakov. And oh, that was a 14 pool. Oh my. Hey, YoungYakov,
He doesn't want to play the ZvZ. It is crazy.
No, you misunderstand.
Oh,
This is how you play a ZvZ, papi. Oh my god. So I do see some people asking like about Mixu's response. Revealing those 6 lings earlier just shows that it was at least a pull first, and again Mixu was just hoping and gambling. Props to YoungYakov as well. He was doing a great job at hiding the rest of his lings as well. But this 14 pool opening is going to be really interesting here. I'm really curious how hard he's going to commit to these lings and what he's going to be able to accomplish.
Yeah, I believe just showing the 6 lings, especially without the speed, that just looks like a fast third to me, honestly. I think that's probably the most normal thing to do off that, is to go for a very fast third.
Yeah, it can be difficult to kind of read the follow-up there, and oh boy, we'll see if Mixu can do a little bit of a better job. Bearing in mind, it was just a pull first into a hatch. We should be getting a gas relatively soon. I say relatively soon. The YoungYakov is actually delaying his gases quite a bit. He's going gasless.
Yeah, it does look like he might be looking to go for a bit more of a gasless opening. We do see that gas going down finally here, but looks like he is going to be showing these 6 lings again. So I like the way that he's mixing things up by making the start look the same.
Is he mixing things up? Oh.
No, not.
As oh my god, 1 drone already gets picked up. A second drone is. Can he get a third? Oh my god, he will.
Yeah, nice target fire there. We'll get 3 drones for only 1 ling up until that point.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the control here from YoungYakov is insane, and a little bit of miss micro from Mixu, and this is well worth it. Bear in mind that our gases were very late from YoungYakov. He's not going all in by any means. He's droning behind this, and these links are paid for themselves.
And this time Mixu going for the bane nest straight away.
Yeah, he's like, fool me once, shame on you. But these lings, they slip on in and they scout the baneling nest.
Yeah, there we go. Meanwhile, for YoungYakov back at home, no bane nest being thrown down just yet. Is just going to be spending all his minerals on those drones, on a few queens as well, and I'll be looking to see if he looks to take a third or maybe just wall off here and go into more of a roach-based player.
Yeah, I would imagine, especially because of how late his gases... Never mind. I was going to say, I would imagine he's going to skip link speed and go straight into roaches. He's getting a link speed, but he is walling off on 2 bases here.
Yeah, there we go. So, of course, a lot of different options here. This was heavily meta for a while before, to just close off on 2 bases and play all sorts of different openings from here. You can go into Muta, you can go into Nidus, you can go into just basic roach play as well. There's a lot of options that you have here.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, YoungYakov is kind of giving up kind of map control, and because of that, Mixu can take advantage of that with a faster third base. But also, Mixu needs to, because Mixu is behind in the drone count because of the opener, because of the reaction. We even had some wasted resources on this baneling nest because Mixu was afraid he was going to get ling flooded again. Like, YoungYakov has just done so well, at least in the early game here.
100%. Meanwhile, behind this, we see Mixu going for a pretty fast lair. We'll be getting not too many lings out either. I like that he's not overproducing those lings. He's feeling pretty comfortable here that he'll be able to react in time if anything's going down.
Hey, you know who is making a lot of lings though? YoungYakov. He's banking up lings back at home again. He's getting +1 melee. He's doing this off of 1 gas, by the way. He's going for a ling roach all in. The lings were just revealed, and here we go. YoungYakov has to show his hand. Immediately, Mixu is morphing in some banelings. He does have the tools to defend. It all comes down to the control.
Yeah, there we go. Does get that wall down in time. Looks like these... Oh, I think these are going to pop.
Oh my god.
So close.
Is that... Oh, okay. I was like, is that it? If the wall is not a wall, that may just be it. 0 banelings finish.
Yeah, that was wild from YoungYakov. That was very close to being disastrous.
That was half a second away from just blowing up in his face. The Lings are actually going to be able to focus down the Roach Warren.
Yeah, there we go. We do have some Banes being started up there. We'll be able to protect this wall. Looks like he's going to re-wall with a gap as well for his units to get through. And I think he does have enough here with the Banelings and with good enough control to hold this third base.
Yeah, he holds against the Lings, but what about the Roaches? That is what the follow-up is going to be. There we go. Roaches are now in production. We have a Roach Warren. We have a third base. YoungYakov, he is going to be looking to reinforce and get across the map, but this time Mixu is going to fight back.
Yeah, there we go. We even have the lair coming down behind this. So looks like YoungYakov going to be double dipping in here and does get that third. That's pretty rough for Mixu. He looked like he was in position to get all his defense done, and I'm sure he was feeling that with those Banelings being showed that YoungYakov wouldn't be dipping back in, but ooh, nice Bane shot on the left here.
Oh, there we go. Finally, something goes Mixu's way. He does get a good Baneling connection. It looks like he may even get another. Oh my god, half decent, but Carapace is now done. It takes 2 Banelings to kill a Ling, and the Lings are going to be able to be a little bit more annoying here, picking off what Banelings that they can, because YoungYakov is going for a follow-up Roach push.
Yeah, there we go. Even putting a little bit more damage on the third here. He does have his third up and running. It was damaged a little bit, but at the same time, he has this big Roach push coming out across the map. And the Roach Warren was down for Mixu for a little while. He has also been distracted by the constant aggression out of these Lings. We do see he's got a couple Roaches up, but not quite at the count that YoungYakov has yet.
Yeah, exactly. With +1 Carapace, YoungYakov is looking to just straight up end the game with this push. His drone count is in the gutter because he's making nothing but Lings and nothing but Roaches. He's going to be breaking on in towards the natural base. Boys are being pulled, but Mixu just doesn't have enough.
Yeah, Mixu just trying to hold that door shut there, as we do see the Lings going to be coming on in. YoungYakov just wanting to push in through this door so he can get the Lings on top of the Queens, and there we go. The Roach is going to be putting a lot of damage down on these drones as well. We see 14 drones going down already.
Yeah, that's a lot of drones, man. It looks like the Queens are going to be falling as well. Mixu with these reinforcements, he may just be able to hold on, but he has lost so much in the process. And YoungYakov, he is diverting his attention here towards the third hatchery.
Yeah, we just see YoungYakov up in drones. Not by a lot, only by 7. He did commit a lot to this push, but definitely by enough that he can start to transition out of this. As we do see, amongst all the chaos, it looks like YoungYakov actually lost his third.
Yeah, it looks like his own third base did go down, so he has a little bit less lava to work with, but to reciprocate, he kills the third base of Mixu, so both players are now on 2 base economy. YoungYakov with slightly better mining. YoungYakov will also have better upgrades. In a way, he's working on 1-1, and he'll be able to hit a 1-1-1 timing before +2 finishes for Mixu.
No, one's a Terran player.
Asher.
He played some Protoss today as well. Oh, we do see that Bile retreating there for Mixu, just going to be going down, but the Lings get right on top of these Roaches. They will be trapping them. They will be causing a lot of these to go down quite cheaply. Mixu is in a lot of trouble right now.
He really is. The Biles were insane. His Roaches across the map are all being cleaned up, and YoungYakov is going for wave number 3. And Mixu did well holding the first 2 times relatively well, but can he do it again with the mass amount of Roaches here? I don't know if he really can. 1-1 finishes up in 8 seconds, and even without it, YoungYakov has too much.
Yeah, Eva goes down. Nice wide burst for these Roaches to get in, and get in they do, and they end the game. GG, and YoungYakov finding himself with the 2-0 lead.
Oh, GG, well played. Mixu just wants to play a normal ZvZ. He's like, I keep going hatch gas pool, you know, I just want to make drones, I just want to get my third up and running. But YoungYakov, he is so wild. With varying different openers here, he's just been able to find a lot of success.
Yeah, let's go short games for the fans. For the fans, boys.
You're an animal. Oh my god. But yeah, it all started with that 14 pool where I remember he got 3 drones and a Ling for 1 Ling of his own. Like he was just on fire there. Oh my god.
Yeah, absolutely. That opening did a lot. It even forced a bit of an overreaction out from Mixu. So it could be interesting to see if YoungYakov has yet another build that plays off the same idea.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting because we're going to be loading into a map that we haven't seen yet tonight, but it is Asher's favorite map.
Oh, it's Evershween.
What?
As we do see, spawning in the top right-hand corner of this map, it is a Finnish Zerg Mixu.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Everdream, we have his opponent, the red Zerg player representing CSO Esports, going for the 12 pool. It is YoungYakov. He's doing it all. Ga ga.
This is how I would play ZvZ.
It really is. It really is. So game 1, he went for the 17-16. Game 2, he went for the 14 pool. And now we see a 12 pool. But it's just a regular 12 pool. It's not a 12-11 or anything like that. He should be expanding behind this. This should be the most macro of all openers that he's going for.
Right? Right?
But he pulls the boys with him. Watch him pull the boys, Papi. Yeah.
I forgot that was a build. That's like a really good build. I'm surprised we didn't see
he's
him.
He's not going for the base, by the way. He's not sending a drone in that direction. Like, he totally can still pull the boys. Oh yeah, never mind. He's going for it.
He's not looking. He's not looking.
He's not looking, Papi.
There we go. We will have that hatch going down. So it's going to be a pretty standard 12 pool. Expecting to see 12 lings being made here. And then the rest just back into droning. Nice fast queens. And probably a bit of a later gas as well.
Boy, yeah. A far later gas indeed. This can transition into you wall off on 2 bases. You get into roaches. You skip link speed as well just because of how delayed the gases are. But the links are flooding across the map. They are spotted by the overlords of Mixu, so he's fully aware. He should be prepared to pull the boys. Against a 12 pool, you have to save your natural.
React, puppy. React.
Oh my god, he's just buying as much time as possible. The spawning pool is done. The low ground of the natural hatchery is going to be buying a little bit of time at taking a couple of shots here before Mixu does bring his workers down. And he should be bringing his workers down soon.
Yeah, looks like he's hotkeyed the drones that he wants to take down. There we go. He's going to be bringing down those drones. Looking to start putting some damage on these lings. A little bit mistimed, but the lings are here now. We'll be able to make a nice little sandwich here on the lings of YoungYakov. And looks like Mixu with a pretty effective hold so far. Does lose a lot of his lings, but hasn't really lost any drones yet.
Yeah, so far so good, but it's not over yet. A couple more lings slip on in. He's going to try and target fire these drones. Can he get them in the end? Looks like he will not. Oh.
Ooh, very tidy drone micro coming out from Mixu though.
I was a little bit stressed out, not gonna lie. Mixu only loses 2 drones. This is enough to put YoungYakov ahead in the drone count. Bear that in mind. But Mixu is ahead in the gas mining, and he can get into link speed, can get into that baling nest much faster.
Yeah, there we go. Going to be throwing that baling nest down straight away, and it looks like for the first time in this series, Mixu might be the one going on the aggressive.
Exactly. He's making a couple more lings behind this. He's not okay, no, there we go. He is making a couple of drones as well, just kind of mixing everything up. That's a beautiful wall there by YoungYakov as is natural. He does have the Evo Chamber. He's got the queens. He is ready for any kind of counterattack.
He's ready for anything. He has some queens. The greatest defense force of all.
It really is, you know, especially if they have energy for transfuse. Like, what are these lings gonna do, mate? Really, I hear you, Asher. We need to buff the ling.
I mean, if you nerf the queen, I'm fine with that. This means you can't hold hellbat bushes anymore.
I couldn't to begin with, Papi. I couldn't to begin. As we see YoungYakov doing something that we were kind of referencing earlier, he is indeed skipping link speed, and he's going straight to roaches.
Yeah, there we go. So just going to be making these roaches off 2 base. Gets his 2 gases quite late in the piece as well. We'll be going for that 3rd gas now as well. So looks like Mixu going to be the 3 base player. Recognizes as well that the wall is solid. Recognizes what kind of game YoungYakov is going to be going for. So looks to be the more economic player once again.
Yes. And this time, he's not in the worst economic position. Again, he only lost 2 drones earlier on. There we go. The downside is that, of course, Mixu had to invest into a baneling nest. He had to invest in ling speed and things that otherwise aren't really going to be helping him. So he's actually playing a little bit catch-up when it comes to the overall drone count.
Playing ketchup.
Catsup?
Ketchup.
Catsup.
This burger.
Did you have a burger today for dinner?
No.
Oh.
I had some chocolate for dinner.
Is that what you asked? Wait, what? Did you have those almonds? Was that your dinner?
Look, dinner will happen eventually. It'll happen.
Ash.
It'll happen when it needs to happen. Ladder
Ash.
comes first.
What do you mean?
Look, till ladder comes first.
You've been starving and laddering the entire time?
No, I haven't been starving. Only thing I've been starving for is MMR party. I'm famished.
What's wrong with you? Yeah, you're famished because your stomach's empty, mate. What are you talking about? Oh my god.
A man cannot survive on food alone. He needs MMR also. This is the way.
Oh god. Well, speaking of MMR, we don't have any MMR on the line right now, but YoungYakov has been able to beautifully transition from his 2-base roach in towards his 3rd hatchery as well. Of course, he's behind in the drone count, but we are finally going to get into something that I imagine Mixu is more comfortable with, into roach versus roach.
Roach wars.
Oh,
Let's go.
It's your favorite.
Yeah, I'm down with this.
Yeah. And Everdream is an interesting map. We do have a lot of bases to take. We do have quite some defensible locations, but cut that short because you know what? YoungYakov is moving through the center of the map with his Roach army.
You know why I like Roach Wars?
Why?
If you go to the zoo,
Yeah?
you see monkeys and they're sleeping. It's not that interesting, but if you see monkeys throwing poo at each other, that's pretty cool.
I've never seen that before in my life. And the Roaches, they're forcing themselves up this ramp, and due to the upgrade advantage, we have a +1 timing here. Mixu, he needs a couple more seconds for his own upgrades, and because of that, he's going to be trading a little bit more inefficiently to begin with. But with the defense's advantage, he has enough.
Yeah, there we go. Looks like taking a nice fight on that ramp there. Finding one of the only places where he could take a more efficient fight. The Queen's putting in a lot of damage here. Only losing one of those Queens as well. Looks like YoungYakov going to be trading out with these Roaches, but with the +1 attack finishing here for Mixu, he's really starting to roll over the Roaches of YoungYakov. I like that YoungYakov does choose to retreat at a good timing here, though.
Yeah, he was trading a little bit inefficiently, but at least he isn't too stubborn. He backs off, he's looking to drone on up. And now I'm worried because YoungYakov, he hasn't started +2, he doesn't have a second Evo chamber, and Mixu was real quick to start up his follow-up upgrades here. He's going to have a massive window where he has 2-1 against the 1-0 of YoungYakov.
To be fair, you also get worried in ladder games minutes before they end and you win.
I'm a worrisome guy.
Like, I'm dead. It's over.
As
we do see it, Mixu is going to be throwing down the Contaminate on the +2 attack. Very cute. Honestly, I don't actually see that often in games. Makes a lot of sense, and I wish Zerg players would do it more, delaying upgrades. I think it's a really strong move. I know the AI does it, actually.
It's what separates the apes from the Neanderthals, Papi. Let's go.
He's evolving.
He's evolving before our eyes, Papi. He's amazing.
I think the other one that's cool that people used to do is when you go for a Roach all-in, you contaminate the factory so they can't make tanks.
Oh, I thought you were going to say when you go for a big push, you send like an army of changelings to hold position the ramp so that like reinforcing Roaches actually can't get out of the main base if you're not paying attention. It's crazy.
An animal. He's not looking. He's not looking. He's not block. He's not looking.
He's not looking.
I hope he doesn't look. So we do see this fourth going to be coming up here for Mixu. Looks like YoungYakov not really gearing up to take his fourth anytime soon at all. So we can see that he did commit much more heavily to Roaches here.
He really did. We still see Mixu just mixing things up with Burrow and with Tunneling Claws as well, just so we can harass as well as defend here with nothing but Roaches. Again, YoungYakov, it makes sense for him to be a little bit more defensive right now. He is behind in the upgrades. He still needs quite a long time for +2 to finish, especially because of that Contaminate. Mixu, he's got a window here. He's maxed out. He is ready to go.
Yeah, there we go. We do see this Overseer of YoungYakov just following around the Ravages. Is a kind of a cute move. You can't really bile it because it moves with your Ravages and you don't want to bile your own Ravages. But we do see that just kind of following along, trying to keep eyes on everything that Mixu is doing. You see plenty of overlords from both players keeping an eye on what's going on, and looks like we are going to have a meeting of the roaches in the middle of the map. Let's fling some poop.
Oh my god, and YoungYakov, he dives on in. A bit of an anti-timing here. He still only has +1, +2 finishes in 10 seconds, and this is not the fight that he wants to take.
Yeah, full upgrade advantage there for Mixu. He has 2-1 against the 1-0 roaches of YoungYakov, and you can see in a mirror matchup, upgrades are everything. And YoungYakov rallying roaches into the other roaches. Oh dear.
The roaches on roaches action. Aye. We do see a bit of a counterattack. YoungYakov, he does slip a couple of roaches into the main base of Mixu. He's going to try and deal some counter damage, but at the same time, Mixu, he gets a kill on the 4th base, and he reveals his burrow.
That's the sound of the underground. We do see the roaches heading up into the main for Mixu as well. It does have 4 roaches up in there, so we'll be able to start one-shotting those drones, but just wants to try to time things out when YoungYakov is distracted.
Yeah, meanwhile, here we go. The main army of YoungYakov is going to be pushing in towards the 4th base. He's going to take a couple of biles to the face here, but he does have a bit of an army advantage. But here come the reinforcements for Mixu.
Yeah, Mixu with the reinforcements has that +1 armor as well, and that is really making the difference there. GG is called, and Mixu gets 1 back on the board. We are 2-1.
GG, well played. Mixu is going to fight back here. He's not going to go down in a 3-0. Not here, not now. And yeah, against a 12 pool, he had a much better opening.
Yeah, there we go. Back into it. And we do have ourselves a series.
We indeed have a series, Papi, and interesting. Wait, what? And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. We apologize for the break, but we needed some time to set some things up. Massive shout out to Mixu in the chat because he is here, he is watching, and he has provided us with the replay we have been waiting for.
Let's go.
Let's go, Poppy. I was literally about to click void the predictions. I was right about to void them, and then I saw the message. I heard you call out and
stop the count.
Stop the count. We're diving into game 4.
And here we are, our hero. It is the Finnish Zerg in the blue. This is Mixu.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Inside and Out, we have his opponent, the red Zerg player representing CSO Esports. Oh my god, 2 games in a row going for the 12 pool. It is YoungYakov.
How many replays did he send you? Just whisper so no one can hear.
Oh, the replay. Oh my god. I mean, mate, what do you mean? What do you mean there's ZvZs that are not going to be too long? And I mean,
whisper.
Whisper me sweet nothings, papi, please. I need to know.
The chat will never know if you whisper quiet enough.
Aye. But alas, so we saw YoungYakov have some success with this in the previous game. On top of that, Inside and Out has a pretty small rush distance, so I do not blame him for going for the 12 pool. He's going to be relying a lot on his control on his micro to try and get damage done early once again.
Yeah, there we go. And Mixu once again going to be going for that hatch first, so just feeling very confident to play the hatch first every game. Just playing very standard, solid style here.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? His opponent is anything but standard. He's anything but solid. He is fluid. He is rushing across.
Oh my god.
Across the. What do you mean? He just wants to get inside you. As the links are flying across the map, massive shout out to Demi, by the way. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you enjoyed your ladder session. As the links do rock up.
Oh, we have your favorite matchup, Demi.
Oh.
As the Lings start to put a bit of damage here on this natural, we do see Mixu once again. Just going to be hotkeying those 11 drones, getting ready to go for that defense once his Lings pop out.
And here we go. The boys are being pulled. The Lings are on the way. The Queen in production. How good is the control here from YoungYakov? Right now, he's just going to be trying to patrol around that hatchery. Does end up fighting toe-to-toe with the boys.
Yeah, there we go. The Lings have popped. Looks like the drone's actually taking a little bit more damage this time. And this hatchery is in a bit of danger right now. It looks like he's going to fully commit to it. And he gets the hatch.
Wow. He loses almost every single Ling, but he gets the hatchery in the end. And now he forces a counterattack. Mixu does have a lot of Lings. Looking at the unit tab, he has 10 Lings to the 1 of YoungYakov. He doesn't have a lot at home to defend, to be honest. And here we go. Mixu is pulling the trigger.
Yeah, there we go. Mixu is just going to be committing to get a little bit of counter damage. Does have that Link speed on the way as well. So we do see these Lings popping on in. We have the Queens ready. Can the Queens get back to the ramp? It looks like, yes, they will be able to complete that wall there.
Yeah, exactly. The boys are pulled as well in towards the main base. So YoungYakov, he defends quite well. He also makes a handful of Lings as well to make sure that he is safe and sound. And honestly, after all said and done, Mixu is a bit behind here. And I think he knows that, and oh my god, he goes straight for an Evo chamber.
Pretty solid defense of the counterattack, despite what Light might say. I think you're good, YoungYakov.
What? No, I said Mixu's in a rough spot.
Yeah, but you said before that YoungYakov was not solid. You said he's a liquid puppy. But I believe in him. I think he's solid.
He's not just solid, puppy. He's firm. He's
firm.
We have to be careful. He's also quite young.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Be careful what you say, puppy. Be careful what you say.
Okay.
But he's also older than Eba, so I don't think we can get much worse than what we said about Eba.
Yeah, okay. We're not going to be marrying him into a Polish family.
Oh no.
So we do see this wall off is finished here from YoungYakov. We'll just be squeezing those Queens on in there, so very safe from any Link counterattack. Actually cancels the extra gas as well, so maybe a little bit of indecision. Maybe he wants to take a third here.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh my god, what is happening right now? A reason why he doesn't take the gas is because he's getting +1 melee. Both players are looking to be relying a lot on their Lings here. Of course, Mixu is going to be hitting a bit of a stronger timing with his own +1 melee, but yeah, YoungYakov going to be reciprocating as well.
Is this wall a wall between YoungYakov's Evos?
It doesn't look like it's a wall. I don't think it is a wall. I think a Link can squeeze through. It looks like a Link can squeeze through.
We're gonna find out.
Oh
no.
We
do see a lot of Lings being pulled up here for YoungYakov.
Yeah, they can squeeze through.
Amazing.
The wall was not a wall, but we don't need the wall because here we go. A Link flood is coming across that. Mixu was actually droning a little bit here despite going for a faster +1 melee, and he actually doesn't really have much at all here. Oh no, never mind. He does have a couple of Lings at home to defend.
Yeah, Mixu was pulling his own Lings, which is actually a really rough situation because it means he doesn't really think to wall, which doesn't really make that much sense to wall, but YoungYakov unfortunately splitting his Lings up a little bit there, doesn't get the most efficient fight, does take out one of these Queens, but pretty inefficient fight between the Lings.
Yeah, but you know what? He has Banelings. The Banelings are on the way. It looks like maybe one will finish. Zero will finish here in the middle of the map. Mixu is going to be able to just send it all towards the natural.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we have any defensive Banes either, but we will be able to plug up this hole. Meanwhile, we do have 3 Banes just finishing up for YoungYakov, but they are caught out in the middle of the map, and Mixu just dribbling in these Lings 1 or 2 at a time. We'll be able to take them out efficiently.
Oh, but the Baileys are coming from behind. It looks like Mixu is going to be able to avoid that detonation in the end. He does back on off. Oh, Bailey will go down only to a handful of Lings here. Mixu trading a little bit better and droning up heavily behind this.
Yeah, all 3 Banelings that were morphed in the middle of the map will be going down to just a couple of Lings each, so Mixu taking some good trades there while he was creating a little bit chaos at the natural of YoungYakov. Behind this, we see YoungYakov is going to be taking his third, morphing in a few defensive Banelings as well.
Yeah, we have a couple of Banelings on the way. All of our gases are being taken from YoungYakov. He is going straight into a Spire. Ling, Bane, Muta. That puts Mixu on a bit of a timer here. He has to try and find some value with all the Lings that he has made.
Yeah, there we go. We do have a big skirmish going down the middle of the map here. These Banelings looking very dangerous. Huge connections there. And another huge connection for YoungYakov. I think he's just going to overwhelm him off the back of that.
We don't even need mutas right now. The Baneling connection is just a little bit too good. Every single Queen is going to be going down, and now there's nothing left to protect the natural.
Yeah, absolutely not. We do see. Oh my god, is that 7 Gs?
Oh my god. Ah, G
8 Gs.
8 Gs. Young
G G G
Yakov.
G G G G G is called.
Young Yakov takes the series 3-1.
Do you reckon it's 8 Gs because there was 4 games? You're saying all of them were good.
They were all good. They were all good. GG. Oh my god, my heart breaks a little bit because again, Mixu did such a great job initially counter-attacking, did such a great job getting ready at home as well, but unfortunately he skipped his own baneling nest, so he wasn't able to have anywhere near as great of a defender's advantage that young Yakov had in comparison. He wasn't able to morph into any banelings at home to defend, just relying on pure Ling Queen instead. GG.
Yeah, there we go. And I have to think as well, young Yakov maybe went for the 12 pull a second time because he saw a bit of a gap in that build where he could snipe down the hatch instead of going for drones.
True.
It did seem like that was calculated to go for the 12 pull twice in a row.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely calculated there. We want to believe that it was calculated. Young Yakov, very aggressive in this ZvZ, does take it in the end, and it does mean that he will be able to advance on in the brackets. He advances on, to face Spirit.
That is a tough match, but before we go on to that one, we do have a PvP for you all.
Ooh, we do have that PvP. Let's go, Papi. Let's go. As, of course, we will be ending the night with young Yakov versus Spirit, but, you know, they need a little bit of a break. They need some rest before their match. And, you know, who wouldn't love to cast a PvP?